Distorted and broken, we're paintings. Emotion, we glide like water over ice, where we move in symphony. And I'll keep you safe and sound if you do the same for me. We're young and unfinished, and I'm leaving home. I'll be crushed if you don't come, my dear. It ain't worth being alone, forever go where I go.
Okay. Good morning, chat. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I have not woken up yet. I feel like everything is taking me a million years. Everything's taking me a really long time. I'm physically exhausted. I will wake up as we start talking to each other, though, as I always do. We've got a game that I've been really looking forward to coming up, so it's gonna be a good day. What did you guys get up to since last we saw each other? Me, after stream, I opened Will and Fiona's Christmas presents that arrived, and they look horrible, and I was so sad, but I had to get ready for work, so I haven't contacted the vendor and been like, unacceptable. Full refund, please. So I have to do that today. And then I went off to work, and I was there until 9 at night. It was all physical labor. So my body was just like, please, no more. So I got home and took a bath and then a shower. Ooh. And got in bed, watched a little bit of Away. That it's so I was thinking of how to describe this show, other than it's the one on Netflix with Hilary Swank. So they're trying to get to Mars. It's like realistic sci-fi. So not sci-fi where there's aliens and like laser blasters and sentient robots and shit. It's like as close to current day real world as possible, and the science is realistic. Or rather, I would say the science has realism. The only difference is that science has progressed enough that we have a lunar base on the moon, and we have potentially the capability to get to Mars. And that's the thing, is like, this is the first mission going to Mars, first manned mission going to Mars. So, like, that's what the story is about. But other than that, like, the science is spot on, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I'm really enjoying it. Why is XSplit so very large? Why are you so big? When did you do... Excuse me? Excuse me? It used to fit right in my little... Why are you like this? What's happening? I can't get it to not be as wide. What are you doing? XSplit. Get your fucking shit together. Alright, it's fine. Anyway. And then I got up and had breakfast. And now I'm here. I didn't really do much. I didn't have time to do much. So today we've got a lovely stream. We're going to be playing Heaven's Vault. Then I'm going to take a lunch break. And at 2 p.m. today, 2 p.m. Pacific, it's 8:11 a.m. right now. So in 7 hours, a little shy of 7 hours, if I just did my math correctly, we will be watching the Star Wars Holiday Special. We watched it last year on Christmas Day, but I'm not going to be here Christmas Day, so we're doing it today. We will be starting promptly at 2 p.m. Pacific. So it's an hour and 37 minutes runtime. So if you want to see it from the start, make sure you're right here at 2. I urge you to come hang out with us. Me and Simon, at the very least, are going to watch it. But yeah, let's say hi to everybody who's here. Let's see, we've got One Lung, Well-Being, War. Not repeating that. Gaia Nye, JP. El Ravager, Simon. Nicole. Archaeology is fun. Rude. Okay, so I have an anthropology degree. And I hated, with a fucking passion, every single archaeology class that they forced me to take. So where I went to college, you couldn't choose your specialization within anthropology. You just had to generalize and then hope that you could get into classes you were more interested in. And I was pissed that... So at my school, they did cultural, biological, and archaeological. Anthropology is the 3. Sometimes schools, or disciplines rather, will include linguistics in that. My school didn't. Linguistics was a whole other thing. Which, had I discovered earlier in my career, I might have declared linguistics major. But I didn't know that I was interested. I didn't know that I was going to think it was so cool until I took the class, and I was like, okay, this is fucking fascinating. N Schlorp, don't call her N Schlorp. Anyway, so yeah, so they're biological, cultural, and archaeological, and they made us take like mandatory for the degree was 1 biological class, 1 cultural, and 2 archaeological classes. It made me real mad. I hated those classes so much. I was mad that there were 2 archaeology classes that were mandatory and only 1 cultural class. And after I took the 2 mandatory classes, I refused to take any more archaeology. 'Cause fuck that shit. Metro 2033, I think I have that. I also missed Alien Isolation by literally 30 seconds today. Because I forgot to do it yesterday, but I'm not too torn up about it. I wasn't like super like, I need this game. I was like, well, I'll probably, it might be nice to have it for next year Halloween, but I have plenty of spooky things for Halloween next year. What is that little bun? You didn't like Metro 2033? I didn't either. I actually rage quit it. Because I couldn't figure out how to, it was like in the first mission or something. Couldn't figure out how to equip a mask. It might have been a bug even. And I was just like, I put it on. And I tried like 5 or 6 times and I was like, I'm angry. Never mind. You read the book and it was boring. I see. I see. I realized this morning that I'm going to see Will and Fiona tomorrow, and I did this, and then went to go into the bathroom, and as I was opening the door, I was so excited that I like moved too quickly, so the door wasn't fully open, and I bashed my kneecap into the door. So my knee hurts, and my head is itchy. Hybrid theory. The itchy head has nothing to do with anything. I was just very excited and then bashed my fucking kneecap in. I'm adorable. I'm glad my clumsiness is adorable. I'm covered in bruises! The course I'm doing is all about rating risks and giving everything a score. Oh my goodness. Are you going to give something a 4 and call it average? You're better about it now. It's just... Aren't most women covered in random bruises that they aren't sure how it got there? I don't know about most women, but definitely me. I'm just fragile. I'm very fragile and I'm clumsy. So I like trip a lot, I run into things, drop things on my feet. Man, I'm super distracted today. That's why I keep, like, everything's taking me longer than intended. Like, my alarm went off and I was like, okay, I'm really warm and cozy, but, like, I should get up. And then I looked at the time and 13 minutes had gone by and I was like, I literally had a single thought in my head. How did that take 13 minutes? Hey, Toasty, how are you? And me can't be bothered to have spatial awareness when it comes to my body and its surroundings. I'm usually pretty good about it. I guess I'm better when I'm outside. But like in an environment where I know where everything is, I'm pretty good at navigating. I don't know. I just misjudged that because the door was past my face at that point, and I just tried to go in. So like I hit this much of the door. It wasn't like the big flat side. It was the part where it was like already open. It just laid in bed until 5 minutes before you had to be to work. Yeah, it's a struggle to get out of bed when I'm still sleepy, but also I don't want to get out of the covers. It's cold. I need someone to just greet me with like a like with a towel that's been heated, or like, I miss New York for many reasons, but I miss having radiators. So you can keep things on the radiator, and then they're nice and toasty. I used to do that when I'd get in the shower at my grandma's house, like, because she had a radiator in the bathroom, so I'd put the towel right on the radiator, get out of the shower, and I got a nice warm towel. Yeah. But just like, if I could keep my clothes on the radiator while I'm asleep, and then I wake up and I just got warm, toasty clothing to put on, that wouldn't be so bad. Gnarly bruise on my thigh after my tiny coworker kneed me impressively hard. Not looking where she was going. Oopsie daisies. I'm sure she also has deceptively pointy kneecaps. Unless I'm flailing or wearing a tray on my head. I haven't run into anything yet. It's 9 a.m. and you want a burger? Have a burger. Nothing wrong with having a burger for breakfast. There was, I think, one time where I hit the wall when I was doing one of my flailing dances. One time in 5 years is not a bad run. You have a towel rack that's heated? Well, that's fancy. Get an electric blanket at your chair? Yes, but it's getting out of bed and putting on clothes. Or if I've gone to sleep with layers, getting out of the old layers and into clean layers. It's the part where I'm not like situated in my next spot. Because I've got a blanket on my lap right now. I'm not terribly cold. It's just leaving the warmth and comfort. And then cold and discomfort in between. Yeah. Some older buildings where I live that have radiators. I know. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. And the heat is free. It's great. Paying for heat upsets me. It upsets me as a New Yorker. I'm just like, what is that? Pet rent. Also, as a New Yorker, I'm like, what the fuck is this? That's what a security deposit is for. In case me and or anything else I bring into the apartment destroys it. That's what that's for. I don't owe you shit because I have a pet. Hey PW, how are you? Just have a bathroom next to you when you sleep so it's warm when I get up. Well, I normally have to put on other clothes. I don't want to just wear a robe. I'm gonna have to get out of the robe eventually. I remember respect catching that happening, like, I knew that was gonna happen one day. And I'm still like, only it happened once though. It's funny. No, we don't pay for heat. Radiators, man. I'm not kidding, radiators are the fucking bomb. Clothes are stupid. It's too cold to be naked. It is too cold. Not about that cold life. Oh, man, every time I sit here, I'm like, I really need to stretch, and then I just don't have time. Like, yeah, my 17-year-old cat's definitely gonna wreck the place. Well, again, like, that's exactly what the security deposit is for. Like, if you want to take an extra pet security deposit, sure, whatever. But collecting extra rent every single month just because a creature exists? That's some hot-ass bullshit. That's some frosty duties. That's what I'm gonna start saying. That's some frosty duties. Hey, J-Post. Stretch now? I can't stretch now. We're gonna play video games and shit. I'm trying to read chat. Whenever I had radiators, I had to pay for it, but how do you... Like, how would they meter it? And I'm talking radiators like the metal kind... Like, it's literally just a valve. Like, there's no way to determine who's using how much, so it's just like, just have it. I'm Googling a radiator to show you exactly what I mean. Oh yeah, this even kind of looks like my old apartment a little bit. That's not the one, you asshole! Video game. There. That's what I mean. It's literally just a valve that you're like, release the heat upon me! But it's like built into the floor, and you like can't move it. It's a permanent fixture in your apartment. Like, here's a super old one. Why does it always go to that one? Get out of here. This. Big old chonky one. That's what I'm talking about. Frosty isn't cold or isn't sugar-coated? I meant as in cold, because we were talking about how I don't like being cold. But sugar-coated is also very funny. In that same vein, why isn't there child rent? It's basically the same thing, and they're just as destructive. Probably more so. Wife is always cold. I bought her those hand warmer packets you shake up. She puts them in her slippers. Yeah, they make feet ones. But those don't last long enough for me. I need, like, constant heat. I'm not the kind of person that's like, ooh, I'm kind of warm, so I'm gonna stop using this. Like, there's almost no such thing as being too hot for me. Ah, the thing people get handcuffed to in action movies. Yes, radiators. But, like, there's not really any way to tell who's using how much of it, because it just gets piped through the whole building. Hate those style radiators? I love them. It kept failing. Oh no. I miss living. I used to live like on a. When I was in Wisconsin, I lived on the second floor. So the neighbors like using their heat. I never had to turn my heat on. Same when I lived in New Hampshire too. Like the apartments below us were using their heat, so we barely had to turn ours on because it would just heat. Not so lucky here. For some reason, my apartment's just fucking cold all the time. It's also unbearably hot in the summer. Well, not unbearably, but like very, very. It's a panel on your floor? Yeah, there's no panels. It's just the radiator. Hey Chaz, hello. Simon? May I offer you a frosty duty in this trying time? A turd for a turd! Alright, and with that, I think I'm ready to get into the game. I want to play a lot of this today. I'm assuming. Like, I've never played the game or watched it before. It's a game that I had my eye on for a while. And I don't know anything about it other than that it has to do with archaeology and learning about some culture, I think. I don't know gameplay-wise or narrative-wise what it's going to be like. I couldn't even tell you the genre of game. This is your headphones warning. Lower your volume because it might be loud. Oh, Din's played this? I didn't know Din's played this. It seems like a game he would play. I know Will played it, and I was like, hey, stream-wise, is this good for streaming? He was like, yeah, do it. So the one thing that Will did say to me is that each playthrough is vastly different. So if you like the game and you're watching my playthrough, what you experience if you decide to play will probably be something else entirely. I don't know how or why, because he knows better than to say anything specific. But just if you're worried about spoilers, it's not as spoilery. And it's not like, oh, it has different endings. which if you play Goody Two Shoes like I do, you're gonna get the same fucking ending. But it's like they're vastly different, and I don't know how or why, but that's what I was told. And Will knows games, so I will trust that he knows what the fuck he's talking about. And Simon's a dickhole. I've diddled my latte, and glad I did. Was it too hot? Do you have to wait? You guys are already yelling it's too loud! F your faces with frosty turds. Kisa, how are you doing? It's scorching. See? That's why you diddle. That is why you diddle the tea, or the latte, or the hot beverage. You can also diddle soup, although I feel like soup is a little bit easier to tell when it's ready. And it's less offensive when a soup is not hot. Anyway, thank you guys for adding to Movie Time. Absolutely 100%. No, it's tea. Because what do you do with tea? You diddle it. Let me see if... I want to see if I can change... Oh, I can extend the movie time. I can't change anything about it, but I can extend it. Okay, so never mind. Because I'm not going to be around, so I'll just extend it another time when I get back. All right, now I'm going to boot the game. I like my coffee cold. Am I weird? Do you mean like iced coffee? Or like you make a hot coffee and then let it get cold? Which that's a little weird because it tastes different. I sail to the temple where the gods have gathered to gaze at their faces in deep pools. In my boat, the souls of the years sail with me. Hey, Wraith. And hi, Gaetnai. How are you? Oh. Am I meant to do a controller with this? My controller's not plugged in. Alright. Normally I have to turn the sound effects way down. Okay, how is that volume for you guys? Yo, it's actually loud. I know, that's why I fucking tell you guys to turn the volume down. Because I didn't boot the game yet. I tell you that because I don't have control over the volume until I'm in the settings. You dickhole! Making me cranky. Can we have one day where I'm not intensely trolled? Especially when it's early in the morning. But you may diddle other people's beverages, but they gotta tell you that you can. I do my best not to troll you, no tense. Alright. So how is that now that I've adjusted it? See, I ask you when I think it's okay, and then you tell me whether it is or not. And I know we don't have speech or UI, so you'll have to tell me that later, but in terms of the music and the sound effects, you should be able to hear the music clearly and the sound effects clearly, but neither of them should drown out the other one. Dilled my Dr. Pepper, Simon. Yeah, that is a little weird. Hey, Ghosty Poo, how are you? Slowly, gently. This is how Lactus Sanity was taken. Still pretty loud for you? No. Because if it's loud for you, it's loud for someone else who's just not speaking up. Which part is loud? Why are you all saying two? Can I like to have one day where she's not trolled? Type 1 for no or 2 for definitely not. Brett! But yeah, which part was still loud for you? Was it the music or the sound effects or both? Because... Is it good now? I turned everything down. Except for sound effects. Or now maybe a wee bit loud for me. How about that? Is that good? I'm not there yet. I'm trying to deal with one thing at a time. My goodness, you guys are so eager today. Very eager. It's good? All right, thank you. All right, start the game. I love you too! Yeah, I give no shits about the resolution. I didn't even look at it. It fits on my screen. Yay. Ooh! There we go. There's me. Well, you can't see me because I'm under my...
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present.
Let's turn that down. I liked the voice. As I said, we couldn't hear the voice or the UI.
Spark. Something that brings the past to light.
I think I turned it down too much. Who thought speech at 100 was good at 100%? Depends on the situation. You worry too much. It's not much further. Careful you don't roll backwards, I guess. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at chat. Alright. It's a long way. Now we can't hear. It's not that you can't hear, it's that it's too quiet. You guys are very extreme this morning. I'm gonna need you to roll that back just a little bit, please. Especially when we're doing tech stuff, like, speaking in extremes just makes things take longer and doesn't help me. And I just want to get to the part where we're, like, playing the game and having a good time. So if you could just, like, give me an analytical, objective, like, the speech volume is a little bit too loud or too quiet or whatever, or like the sound effects are drowning out the music. Like, be specific and concise. Oh, you need an audio guy? I'm on it. Ghosty Poo, I didn't mean to, like, that was not directed at you specifically, although I did think about you when I was like, I need you to be very specific with me right now. Bass freaked out when you hissed. Oopsie daisies. 'Tis holiday. Holidays, all the feels. My feelings are, you have claw marks on your leg, I'm so sorry. Hi, Wormy, how are you? Thanks, fancy lady. You heard that one quite well. I know. Sruple's only here for his rank. Look at my headphones. You're adorable. I don't think I can roll myself back need more caffeinated beverage in my system to function. Yeah, I always want to go like the first hour of the day without caffeine because sometimes I've slept well and then I'm just like awake and stuff. Oh no! Can you still get a burger? You can still get a burger. Didn't go in today not feeling so hot. Oh no, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. But glad you get to hang out at least for once. Just this streaming video game or mini game rather. Hey Varbles, how are ya? Okay. So I've raised the speech volume now. And since JP's gonna fucking complain. Is that good? Don't load gift cards after 10 p.m.? Weird. Don't let you redeem lottery tickets until after midnight. Okay. Those are some weird restrictions, but sure. Yeah, like they have 59 and they have 60. Take a moment, mistress, please. Okay, so we've got a bar up at the top that I'm assuming indicates, like, energy level. We've got a little robot friend. Ooh, and a ghost of where we've been. Interesting. The camera moving with my movements is also interesting. This is the summit? This is as far as the path goes. Okay. That's so cool! It shows me, like, going and I'm worried about falling off the edge here. Like, I don't want to, but I'm curious to see if the game lets you. Okay, it doesn't let you. It does not let you plummet to your death. That's not what this game is about. So, how is the volume? I know we're gonna have to wait for you both UI and voice, but in terms of music and sound effects, is it sounding good? Should have put it at 640 by 480 to spite JP and 23 hertz. Push the robot? Why would I push the robot over the edge? Environment is solid for audio so far. Okay, you should be able to hear music. So I'm feeling like I'm not hearing the music now. No music here. Okay. I'm hearing very, very quiet strings in my left. So, let's see. It's gonna take a little bit, because wind, when it comes to not gray sounds, white noise. When it comes to white noise, like, that makes it impossible for me to hear other things. Like, my brain just finds it very obfuscating. Okay, so you all were like, the music's too loud in the menu, but how about now? Wraith, what do you have against robots? You can hear it now? Can you clearly hear it over the wind? No wind? Wind is louder. Yeah, I'm still having very overwhelming wind. Okay. Just very subtle. I mean, because it's like going... So it's like kind of melodic. Not enough music. Yeah, the music is fading in and out, just making it hard to adjust for. Alright, let's do a thing. A bricked up opening. There is something here. To keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written here. Ancient script. This must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet, but I think I can read it. It's pretty. It looks like a Misi to me. I would say A, comma, M-I, double comma, S-I-I. Which I'm assuming that actually means Heaven's Vault, since that's in the title. Clever, clever. But yeah, no music. There was no music there. I was hoping that we'd do a thing and the music would come in. The University of Iox? So now here's music and no wind.
My story begins on Iox.
Iox.
That was where I met the robot.
Which I just want to call Lox. Mistress Aaliyah? Mistress Aaliyah Elasra. I have been waiting for you. I've been asked to escort you to Professor Miari. She's very anxious for your arrival. Is music loud now? Am I in trouble? Who are you? Who are you? I'm a robot, mistress. As it is apparently this way. Do you have a name, robot? I was coming to see her anyway. I want to know about the robot! Sorry, this is timed stuff. I'll deal with the volume in a minute. Is that intended to be a joke, mistress? No? Robots do not have names. We are, as I understand it, interchangeable. I've known a few robots. They're all a little different. How kind of you to say so, mistress. So why has she sent you? Did you do something wrong? That seems unlikely. My ethical core protects me from serious error. This way. You should know that the professor's urgency was remarkable. Okay, hang on. Settings. So I'm gonna put this back down where it was. Or I'll put it like halfway in between where we had it. Like this was loud, this was quiet. I hear everything. 4% notch down. I think that was that 4%? Probably good. Does it follow 3 laws of robotics? Hey Ignat, how are you doing? Need to hear speech. Yeah, I know. I know that we'll need to adjust it as we go on. That's fine. But like, we can only deal with what the game is giving us. I really appreciate when games give you, like, do a sample when you're messing with the settings. Like when they have voices and dialogue and UI and sound effects and music going in the menu so that you can adjust it and you hear it real time. We're gonna reply. Maybe we should keep her waiting. Don't want her making a habit of impatience. I cannot recommend that course, mistress. Reply? So I'm fascinated by this system, and I'm just gonna click a lot of buttons to figure out... Oh, shit. They can't be giving me another robot. They normally wait for me to lose the ones I'm given. I beg your pardon, mistress. Why is Miari's room so far from everything? I imagine she enjoys her view of the tree, mistress. I'm sure it is most pleasing to her. Okay, cool. So I gotta be fast on the draw here. Can you guys hear the water trickling? Ooh, I could go downstairs and be super rebellious. That face just screams rebellion, though, like as is. I love the hand-drawn aesthetic of our person. No, you can't hear it? Alright, how about I just... We'll put sound effects up, and then when it's windy, I'll put it back down. So we had it like here for windy. Like, I can't handle wind sounds. How about now? Can you hear the water? Okay. So we'll just have to adjust on the fly. That's okay. It doesn't take long. Good. Thank you guys so much. They just keep giving me more. What is your ethical core anyway? What good is it? Obviously, it is what stops me from pushing humans off cliffs, mistress. Is that something you want to do? It was simply an example, mistress. Were it to be convenient for me to do so, my core would prevent me. Also, I think text speed. I want to slow it down a little bit. It's going a wee bit fast for me to read. Imagine if you just did it because it was convenient, like, you know, there's a person standing at the edge of a cliff, and I'm right next to them, so it'd be very convenient for me to just push them, but, like, no actual desire to do so. A lot of people could use one of those cores. Yeah.
I was 15 when Mayari rescued me from the slums of Elbereth and brought me here. I'd never seen such luxury or such kindness. I still don't know why she did it.
Professor Mayari? Aaliyah, there you are. Come in. Dialogue is good. Thank you, Ghosty Poo. I came as soon as I... You want... Robot. You want this robot to wait outside? And why would I want that? Thank you, Professor. It's good to see you again. Why do we have a problem with her? Me or it? Really, Aaliyah, don't be so uncouth. Tell me what you need. Straight to business. Very good. You're our expert on history. Tell me what you make of this. It's a brooch. It looks cheap. It's certainly old. Is it a brooch? I thought it was a comb. It shows you what I fucking know. It's an old brooch. See, it would have pushed you. It didn't say it would have. Yes, Aaliyah. But I didn't summon you halfway across the nebula to tell me that. She summoned me to look at the thing, so look at the thing. Why are you being so crotchety? It's old. It's certainly old. Empire period. I'm not going to do that the whole time. I just wanted to see if I could. The device is the eagle and the sun. One of the scholars sent this brooch to me. Janiki Renba. Do you know him? Did you know him? Did? Look at the detail before I throw you out. I see them. Ancient markings. I know they're a hobby of yours, Aaliyah. But can you read them? Eagle wing brooch. I've never seen either of these groupings before, but the two words have some common elements, so they must have related meanings. Well, friend, holy, beloved emperor. Eagle wing brooch. I don't know, does this look regal to me? I wonder if you could just make this up. Like, I wonder if there's a wrong answer. Obviously, don't tell me. Nebula travel? I have no idea! It's called a brooch comb. It's a dinglehopper! Yes, it's a dinglehopper. This lady seems pleasant. I want it to be friend. Because you know me. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see what happens. Holy beloved Batman. Looks like someone lifting a cane. I mean, I don't know. These symbols look friendly to me. This is like half of a heart, so you love them, beloved. Making shit up. Friend beloved. But I'm only guessing. I don't know if it helps at all. This professor friend of yours. What is this about? What is it? What is this about? Should I try to do the accent? I feel like I'm gonna fuck it up real bad. Because I've only heard her say a few things. Janiki told me he'd found something that was more than a month ago. Janiki isn't like you. He is an Eoxen through and through. You mean he's soft? I guess we're a little sassy. I mean he's reliable. Something persuaded him to go to Mercy of all places. I can't go hunting the nebula for missing people, Aaliyah, but you can. I'll see what I can dig up. No, I'm not. No. Not between you guys and the game. No. No. Hey, Plinth user. I've never heard of this game. I saw it at PAX East, I want to say. Oh, it's either I saw. No, I think I saw it. I either saw it at PAX East a couple years ago, or I'm not picking two. Or I saw it at E3, and whatever I saw, I thought was really interesting, so I put it on my list, and now we're playing it. It's an archaeology game, but there's also a robot. And something about a nebula. And there's a mystery about this brooch and a missing person. And so we just started. Two does seem more friendly and less greedy. I don't think it's greed. I'm not like, fuck you, pay me. But like, you're asking me a huge favor. And clearly there's some sort of contention between us. So she rescued me from slums when I was little. But we've been pretty antagonistic towards her since we entered the office. And even before we got here, we're like, we should make her wait. Like, I don't know what happened, but clearly there was some sort of falling out. So it's more like, why are you asking things of me when we're clearly not okay? Or like, maybe I'm looked down upon, or maybe it's a status thing. Because we're here at a university. So will this get me into a class I really want? Will this give me more freedom about what I research and what I don't? So I don't think it's like a greed thing. And also, I would never say number 2. Mana, who do you think you are? Show me how good you are. Are they lovers or ex-lovers? I doubt it. Considering that she found me when I was a child. So I'm assuming it was more of a maternal thing. Who says I got a dick? Screw all of you. And what do I get in return? Aaliyah, Janiki was my friend. Do you have any friends? Do you understand what the word means? That's fucking rude! Unsubbing, yeah, get out of here! And take your shit puns with you. Who had a really great pun yesterday? Was that yesterday? That was in Discord. That was One Lung. Or that was... No, that was in chat. And that was One Lung yesterday. I laughed quite loudly at that one. That was you! You did it! Water. Shit puns, my favorite genre of pun. All about poop. You overslept. Womp womp. Alright. I have final take a look. Of course I do. I don't know if I do. I'm very antagonistic. And I don't know why, though. Like, I don't know if this is just my personality or if we actually have beef with her. You want to be mean? I don't want to be mean. I have a really hard time being mean to people. I'm going to go with, of course I do. Of course I do. Well then. No! Stop giving me that option! No. Fucking no. Are you wearing a Twitch onesie? No, it's just a hoodie. It's a St. Jude Play Live Twitch hoodie. I've got one from 2019 and one from this year. It came back, and I hate it. It's fine if you don't want to pick two. Just pick one this time. No. No. You need to raise my stipend. I'm going to do my best with the accent. If it hurts you, then feel free to tell me that it hurts you. We've only heard a couple of sentences from her, and I'm not great. Get out of my office, you Elberthian rat, and you're taking the robot with you. Come on, robot. We're not welcome here. What is the deal here? You are not welcome, mistress. I annoyed Miari. But I didn't even have a choice to not. I don't think I could have selected anything except for that stupid pun. How do you feel that went, mistress? Fine. It went fine. Yeah, sure it did. And will we go to Merci, mistress? You heard her. No, meme, I think that's your only accept option. It might have been. I just didn't want to say the pun. That's all. And how reliable is your core? Evidently, it is the core of my being, mistress. If it goes, I go. Okay, so the core can't malfunction. If it malfunctions, he dies, essentially. Hey, Joe Mutant, how are you? 6:30? How come you had to get up at 6:30? It is wonderful to be accompanying you. Stop moving, stop moving. I can't stop moving. If you're going to be following me around, I'll have to give you a name. I'm calling you Six. Is that because it's the sixth robot? Six, mistress? I shall remember that. I feel like that's a rude name. If you're gonna bother naming him, actually name him. You know, I don't think I got the translation on the brooch, on the on the brooch quite right. The shape indicates it's an empire piece, so I'd expect the inscription to reflect that. So it's got to be Holy Emperor, then. I don't know. I just picked the words I liked, because I have no idea. Let's think about this one again. Okay. Holy Emperor! Are they in India? I don't think so. Oh, because of the morning shift. I mean, at least I think that's closer to it. What do you think of the sculpture? I want to see this. Woo, it's wiggly! Given another robot. I annoyed her. I didn't mean to. Oroi buys 3? Modern 8? What? Okay, wow. All right, hang on. Can I scoot back any further? So I got my third robot 4.5 years ago. Okay, this is fascinating, and I love it. Ah! My birth. At least let me figure out about myself. I don't know the true date. The Grey Ladies gave me a day, different from the other children in the orphanage. Meeting Oroi. Oroi and I became friends, sneaking around the halls. She stole screwdrivers, and I stole books. Grey Ladies Orphanage. The Grey Ladies raised me and found me work from the moment I could walk. I met Timur. I would later work for Timur in his bar, washing up and fetching supplies. I worked for Timur during the Grey Ladies a little bit. And this was, how old am I? 32-ish? 33. 33-ish. Name the robot Digger. I will fucking not. Name him Reggie. It does not mean micro or wave. Miari visits the orphanage on Elbereth. What brought her there, I've never understood. My first kiss! Took me a long-ass time, huh? We never thought we would leave the orphanage. Adulthood seemed impossibly far away. Miari takes me to IOX, that's what it is, right? It was on IOX that my tuition began in earnest. Timur always had another job for me and another reason for me to stay around. Joined the university a little more than 13 years ago. Began to study formally in the same group as Huang. I met Tapi. Oroi introduced me to him. He helped her to get started after I left Elbereth, providing her with tools and simple projects. Finding the Nightingale. The ship was resting, half repaired, in an abandoned hall on Elbereth. For the longest time, I didn't tell Miari I had her. Oroi helped launch the Nightingale. I would never have got it up into the rafters without Oroi's advice, but she didn't want to come with me, of course. So I found a half-made ship, and I got a robot, but there were definitely problems with this one. So I don't have a lot of stuff about my life. Professor Miari wants me back on IOX. She wants me to fly to a place called Mercy and look for a friend, Janiki Renba. I came back. Whatever Professor Miari wants to tell me is so urgent, she sent a robot to stop me getting lost. And that was a little bit ago. And she gave me a brooch. An Empire period brooch in the shape of the eagle and sun. She wants me to find her friend. It doesn't seem to matter how I treat her. She still puts up with me. Well, how about we just be nice to each other? How about that? Is that... So I'm wondering if I click things up at the top. So I guess it still shows me all the things, but it might like highlight the specific ones there. Okay, very cool. I just wanted to see. Was her kiss with a girl? We don't know. We have no idea. What do you think of the sculpture? It has a pleasing balance to it. What do I think about this sculpture? Well, I don't hate it. Worth the time it took to make? Do you think? When there are people on Elbereth who don't eat, are your own exploits worth the time they take, mistress? Should we not be making history rather than reviewing it? That's a fascinating thing. Aaliyah, tell me, are you still wasting your time on your curious notions of history? History isn't mine. It belongs to everybody. Most of us are just decent people, Aaliyah, and do not want it. You should devote yourself to a real science. Metallics, maybe. Loop philosophy. History is a science, kinda. It's the exploration of the past, through evidence and theory. Honestly. I feel like she would argue that. It's a soft science. Most people think you will not be content until you have unearthed your own skull. Good faith to you, Aaliyah. May the waters light your way. F that guy, right? Also, I wanted to see this map. So here we are, timeline of the nebula. What? What the hell is going on? Hearing so many noises right now. It's just hearing lots of like banging around and like TV or something. Someone moving out? No, they already moved out. Anyway. The crown of Iox was forged, ? According to legend, it was made for the first empress herself. Fashioning of the eagle shape. Wait, Holy Empire, ? The Holy Ioxian Empire, based out of the Imperial Palace and ruled by a deified emperor. Ancient Empire? Ancient time. What about before ancient time? We know nothing before ancient time. Maybe someone, I can't tell if they're down, like outside, or if it's the next door, if someone moved in and is playing loud music. Which I don't mind if they're playing music. I'm just not used to hearing anything from that general direction. I can't tell quite where it's coming from. I'm just curious. I'm like that, oh my gosh, I've become that like stereotypical, it's like suburban lady who has no life, so she has to like be super interested in what everyone else is doing. Shit. I fucked up. Fucked up. A block party in a pandemic? The only relics from the ancient time are fragments of writing, but on Iox they believe the distant past will soon become our future. So then why wouldn't my discipline be valuable or deemed valuable? Before the founding of the Holy Empire, there must have been something connecting the moons of the nebula, but what that was has been very much lost to time. I wish there was some music or something going on while I'm doing this. You're gonna discover new bands, but you're usually picky. Seems like a tough ask. The Holy Eoxian Empire, based out of imperial and deified blah blah, the crown, the brooch. The last emperor disappears. Iox fell to invaders and the empire was destroyed. But the emperor himself escaped. His body was never found. The crown was lost, ? Somehow during the fall of Iox, the crown that had been the mark of emperors for centuries disappeared along with the last emperor. The fall of Iox. The emperor's palace was stormed, the royal family murdered, the guards' ships destroyed, and the nebula fell into disarray for centuries. The Fallers established power on Iox. The Fallers destroyed the empire. I have no idea who those people, what the Fallers are or who they are. But they never extended their reach beyond Iox. Generations passed in obscurity. Oh, this is the Dark Age. Okay. The Loop Temple reestablished. The Loop faith of the Holy Empire is revived on Iox. So this is sounding pretty sci-fi. Like, it seems like, from what we've seen so far, it's a mix of sci-fi and, like, history archaeology. Considering how many have treated this pandemic block party would not surprise me. I want it to surprise me. Very little is known of the years between the fall of Iox and the founding of Iox Protectorate. University was established during the Dark Ages, a little over 200 years ago, founded to study the events within the loop. It soon expanded to cover robotics, mathematics, Hopper physics, and other fields. Founding of the Iox Protectorate. Initially encompassing only Elbereth and Iox, it soon expands to incorporate other moons. So are we on a moon then? I'm just trying to get a sense of this world, especially since they want me to roleplay. I want to have a good idea of who I am and what my place in the world is and stuff like that. And I'm also just fascinated by what we've seen so far, so I'm like, give me all the information. And I also want to... pardon! Blah. I also want to... my thoughts are so hard to keep track of today. Oh, I don't want to have a huge backlog of stuff to read. Like, I want to be able to look at the new stuff as it comes in, so it doesn't build up, and then I have to sit here for neighbors. It's proven that upstairs neighbors wear cinder blocks for shoes. I don't usually hear my upstairs neighbors, not here anyway. Time for me to go. Thanks for morning stream. It's been lovely. They're cheating a bit. Hope you have a lovely holiday. See you in the new year. All right, Ghosty Poo, thank you so much for stopping by. It was good to see you. And I hope you have a good holiday season and see you in January. How am I feeling? I'm fine. Oh, whoopsies. Initially encompassing only Elbereth and Iox, it soon expands to corporate... Oh, right, moons. And then now we're in the modern age. The modern age began with the founding of the Protectorate, a collaboration of moons under Iox's guardianship. And then we read all about me and my things. Me and my stuff and the things that I've done, and I got a robot and I'm mad about it for some reason. I don't know why I'm mad about a robot. I really hate him. Understandable, mistress. Look at his little smile. He's like, yes, he is a giant turd. Yeah, I think someone must be moving in next door, because I'm hearing, like, hallway noises. No, I've seen enough of Miari for today. Well, I wasn't trying to go over there, I'm just... Oh, there's Huang. Hi. Let's go say hi. Aaliyah. I didn't know you were back on Iox. How are you, Huang? Well enough, well enough. I've been reading all day. I just came outside to rest my eyes, and there you were. What were you reading? The Annals again. Did you know Mazwai claims the Holy Empire was founded by 3 wolves racing to heaven? Each one tore the throat of the other, and as the 3 fell to earth... Are you really interested? Yes! Absolutely. That face seems like I'm lying. All right. Most people glaze over. You know me.
He began to talk with such passion that his eyes glittered. And he seemed to grow at least an inch taller.
I love it. Aaliyah? That was fascinating. There's hundreds of volumes like that. Sometimes I think there are 3 stories to explain everything, and none of them agree. Other times I think there's just one story that gets retold for every occasion. I'll walk you to the dock. Huang, do you know Janiki Renba? But I know Renba, of course. Well, a little. Why? What sort of man is he? He hasn't asked you to dinner, has he? Huang, just answer the question. Oh, well, of course. He's fairly quiet, keeps to himself, likes his robots. What did he teach? Robotics. That's what I meant. One of the best. One of the few. Did you say did? Has something happened to Janiki? I'll let you know. By the waters. Before you go. It hardly seems important now, but I found a line of ancient in the annals of Mazwai I thought you might like. If you have time, that is. Well, he's still gonna be lost, 2 minutes from now. Show me, and I'll let you know. Always. I always have time for you. Here. See what you think. Sorry. Okay, now we're out of time-based stuff. Thought I'd check. Haven't seen you much. Yeah, I'm good. This is a long one. Let me think. Okay, well, let me actually think. Excuse me. Second word doesn't look like anything I've seen before. Related words. Holy. I'm assuming this is Empress, since the other one was Emperor. And I don't know if it was any different. I don't remember. Circuit Rebel Work Robot. This is fascinating, and it's a little bit stressful because I want to do it right, but I have no idea. Like I don't know any of this yet. It's like we know Empress from the brooch. So I'm assuming that I feel like this would be robot, because it's sort of a person. Like, this has sort of a... Although that could be the holy thing. Holy? Friend? I have no idea. I feel like this is very guesswork. Yeah, it remembers your guesses and you can find it over time, because I picked friend and beloved just because I liked the words better. And then later she was like, no, I don't think that's right. So then it was like, it must be holy and emperor. But maybe this is empress. Did you like history classes when you were in school? I didn't really I didn't dislike them. I didn't love them or anything. I feel like that's the point, that it's guesswork, but I'm supposed to have studied it. So I would appreciate having at least a little bit of, like, some information to go on. Although this one, she said she had no idea. I'm going to guess banished, because buried, lots of things get buried. Not a lot of things get banished. So I'm going to try banished in here. So the Empress banished, and I'm guessing, based on this squiggly, this symbol here, that it would either be robots or rebels. I mean, it could also be workers, but I doubt that. Also, could be holy. Maybe they thought robots were holy. I want to go with robots. Like, I feel like robots are important. The robotics guy goes missing. We were given a random robot. It's gotta be robots. But that's totally an OOC, out of character guess. Anthropology? Oh. No. Anthropology is an umbrella term. And I was much more interested in culture. I hated archaeology. This is really cool, UI for code breaking and overtime refinement. Well, I gotta see how it works first before I'm like, I like it. Some info to go on. She's narrowed it down to 2 options for you. Hey! Yeah, but they're vastly different. Like, holy is very, very different from friend. And those were the 2 options for the first word of the first piece of ancient that we found. There's nothing in the timeline. We went through the whole timeline. Does Empress banished robots make sense? It's quite a monster, isn't it? Did robots give orders? I thought there weren't any robots. Robot emperors? I thought there weren't robots. I thought there weren't any robots in the Empire. This suggests otherwise. I'd best not keep you. I hope you find him. I want to know if I'm right, though. Shall we proceed to your ship now? Have you sailed before, Six? I have no idea, mistress. What do you mean you have no idea? But I am keen to find out. And so we left the hallowed, did she say hallowed or hollowed? Spoke to Huang. Showed me a passage from the annals of Mazwai. We spoke to him. I wanted to see about the real Baddington. So I have no control, we're just leaving. I'd think vastly different answers would be easier to refine than similar options. Aboard the Nightingale. My ship is my refuge. It's the only place that's truly mine. The journey to Mercy should be quick, mistress. You think Miari's friend is in trouble? As I say, mistress, we should know shortly if we depart. What do you know about Mercy? Nothing. It is a moon of pigs and rice, mistress. Part of the Iox Protectorate, of course. I want to go to Elbereth 6, not Mercy. I want to go home. Mistress, time may be a factor in Renba's situation. I'm an archaeologist. If time is a factor, you don't send me. Yet, evidently, the professor did. You think we should go? I mean, I do want to go, but I don't want to be mean about it. Naturally. I will prepare the ropes. Wink wonk, we get into some kinky shit. I think, anyway, to get back to vastly different answers be easier to refine. Guesses over time use more clues. Yeah, and I'm not dissing on it so far, but, like, I should have knowledge. I should have some knowledge. So it'd be nice to have a couple of words to start with that were not ones that I don't know. I don't like to choose things when I don't have a good idea of what the hell. Okay, where next? Sorry, my foot is itchy. A farming place. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just go. Renaki. What's over there? Alright. Mercy is a tiny rural moon. It's where Janiki told Professor, why does a roboticist visit a rice farm? I could go there next. I think we'd best. And what are we following here? Your calves have been itchy, mostly after work. Sailing to Mercy in the Verdant Pass.
Mayari wanted us to sail to Mayerzi. It was a short sail through fast waters.
You'll need to turn right momentarily, mistress. Holy. Okay, I didn't realize I was... I thought we were just going on a journey. I see the force of the river is fastest in the middle, mistress. On the surface it appears the same, but there are deeper currents below. Well, this is beautiful. And I appreciate that the navigation isn't terribly jarring. Like, it's just tiny little arrows. I wonder if that would be bad for accessibility reasons, but for my relatively normal eyes, it's fine. Oh, there's a rock. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh no. And suddenly this is really difficult. Is this your ship, mistress? Listen, I'm a little busy. That's Mercy. You can see the greenery from here. Mercy. Is that how she said it? But she definitely said, like,
We stepped off the ship and into the mud.
Mud.
Mud covered the ground and rock. And
I wish...
everywhere I looked, things were growing from the mud. And some of those things had legs.
It's a pig plant. I wish more of this were voice acted. Look at this place. Breathe the air. I cannot breathe, mistress. As you are no doubt aware. That statue looks very interesting. Ship kind of looks like a sea turtle. I couldn't even look at it. Let's see where Remba's got to. If we're really lucky, you'll have found an old pot. See, like, I haven't had enough practice. I can't do her accent, but I hate reading stuff in my stupid American accent. So where do we start? There's a series of rice terraces. If we climb up, away from the water, that should take us to the village. Yeah, but I want to find an old pot. That's what I want to do. I want to knock on this person's door. I want to go down here. But there is no way I'm crossing that, mistress. Robots can't swim. You can wait, can't you? My power source is good for millennia, mistress. Waiting will not be an issue. Patience, however, is more limited. In a robot? Robots have patience limits? Tell that to Mayari. Professor Mayari was not buried in concrete for almost 950 years. Wait, are we just letting that go? Are we just letting that go without a thing? Without reacting to that? A genuine forest. Iox couldn't support trees like this. Still, I hope Renba didn't run off to live in the woods. We'd never find him in there. Yeah, I really like her voice, so like I wish there's more voice acting. Especially for like those little observations. There's something scratched here. The emblem of Iox. I suppose this is where the Mercian leave goods for the Ioxians to collect. Okay. So is that like they have to pay us tribute or something? Maybe? Well, Janiki won't be hiding in there. Are you sure? That tithe barn was big. The moon produces a surplus, mistress. For what good it does them. Robot's got a little sass. Just a tiny amount of sass.
The air smelled earthy and sweet.
Where does all the water here come from? There is a wellspring in the rock below us, mistress. The soil is permanently saturated by it. Look at her. She towers over everything. Elbereth has a statue like that, sort of. It's just a pair of feet. Iox must approve. Although I understand they had destroyed similar statues on other moons. Can you do a scan for Janiki or something? Mistress has mistaken me for a dog. Perhaps you believe if I had a scrap of clothing, then I could trace his scent. I'm getting sassed with my robot. You're not much use then. I have visual scanners of exceptional acuity, mistress. If I see him, I will let you know. I don't know why Mayari wanted me to take you with me. The professor cares about your safety. That's fading away. I can handle myself. Rice. An astute observation. Do they grow anything else here? It would not appear so. I suppose there's nothing old here? No ruins? No ancient kings? No crumbled towers? Of course not, mistress. This is a farmyard. Farmyard, barnyard. Have a good nap, Chaz. Thanks for being here. This is a waste of my time, that's what it is. Renba's probably back on Iox again right now. Professor Mayari would have contacted me if that was the case, mistress. He is out here, somewhere. Waiting. A warehouse. I thought I saw a face at the window. A woman. She ducked out of sight. Would you recognize Renba if we saw him? Did you meet him? I believe he activated me, mistress. I suspect that is why Professor Mayari assigned me to you. Okay. I'm gonna walk on your rice, except for that I'm not, because the game won't let me. Never mind. Oh, so you can go in here. To the terraces. I want to look around. I want to see if I can talk about this piggy. Piggy, piggy, piggy! You met Renba, then? I think I must have. I am unsure. Why is your memory faulty? My activation is very indistinct. But he'd know you. Perhaps. Humans sometimes remark that robots look very similar to one another. Despite the fact that I have observed humans obsessing over the difference between one potato and the next. I want to pet the piggy. I want to pet the piggy! Can't pet the pig. Disappointment abounds. You're sure you don't remember anything? From before you were buried? Nothing. I can barely recall my activation, mistress, and that was quite recent. I understand humans have a similar problem with memory. Aww. You're talking about childhood. It's true, no one remembers being really young. A robot being immortal is essentially always young, mistress. Or as a robot. The dialogue goes really fast. I think I want to see if I can slow it down again. It's a little hard for me to go read it out loud. You want to shoot and eat the piggy? Of course you do. Look at this thing. Where's she from? From the material, I would judge. It was not quarried here, but most likely close by. It's very big, you understand. You can't be sure? No. It has been here long enough for its various radiation signatures to have faded. Huh. Got a new rice cooker? Sweet. I'm so sorry, I'm very yawny today. I love my rice cooker. It's just a cheap, shitty one that I've had. God, have I really had that thing for 10 years? I got it at Target. Sorry, let me catch up. Are you finding this? We just started. So I haven't really done anything yet. Know nothing about this game, but I liked the character art and heard it was very good. Also, hello. I'm sorry that you're having such anxiety. JP? Can we not? Hey, Lounge Tiger, how are ya? Onkel Travis. Onkel, good old Onkel Travis. There's mud everywhere. You've never seen fields before? This is how most people live. I did not intend to give offense, mistress. I have never been off Iox before. Forget it, Six. Just maybe keep your voice down a little. So yeah, I like the game so far. When the music comes in. It's very beautiful. We haven't really done anything. We just got like the setup for the game. Apparently we study Ancient, which is a language. Something the matter. I'm detecting certain elevated emotional markers. Like what? And the responses are timed, and everything goes by very fast, which is shit. I'm simply accurate. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Sorry. You're a robot, 6. I don't need to be nice to you. What? That's not at all what I wanted to say. Why are you rude? Don't be rude. Someone's carved something here. Symbols in the ancient script. I might be able to translate them. Yas! So we've got holy, related words being empress. These glyphs remind me a little of my word for emperor. Light, water, snake, death. This one seems... excuse me. And this word reminds me of 2 others I've seen. Yeah, we guessed that this is robots. I have no idea if it's right or not. I'm assuming it is because she hasn't said, I don't think that was right, to me. I'm gonna go with goddess, though. Because it's closer to holy and empress. In fact, it's almost identical to holy. So I'm assuming this is goddess. But I have no idea. I mean, this could be water. It looks watery. I'm wondering if this is a marker for something feminine. I'm not mean to robots. I didn't know she was going to say that. Do we know any other words? I want to click on this again. Holy Empress robots. We'll try water. We'll see if, this is surrounded by water, so it would make sense. I could still change my mind, but... Holy water goddess? There's certainly plenty of water. Maybe they have a pig god too. There's plenty of water. She's guarding their most precious resource, keeping it all fertile. I don't know why I said fertile instead of fertile. What if the robot's into that? Maybe it's programmed to go all, step on me, archaeologist! I mean, the robot does have a little bit of snark. Not like super snark. It's not like HK-47. Holy water, Batman. 6. How long were you buried on Iox? I have no idea, mistress. I do not remember it. And you don't know why you were buried? No, mistress. I like this plant here. I can only assume I was not needed. Kind of looks like hydrangea a little bit, but it's not quite the right shape. Perhaps robots were not trusted. So maybe I was right about the robots. Perhaps, mistress. Though I have observed robots to be both more predictable and more kind than most humans. So, you were off while you were buried on Iox? Asleep? Is that why you can't remember it? I do not know, mistress. I cannot remember. Maybe the roboticists wiped your memory after they dug you up. If I'd been buried alive for 100 years, I'd be mad. It was longer than that. 1,000 years, perhaps. But I cannot remember them. I wonder what else you used to know. Probably ancient. Gonna go to the store. Alright, Wormy, thanks for hanging out. If we don't see you later, hope you have a good holiday. And we'll, see you in January. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Even more rice, just lying around. I could scoop enough into my bag to feed an Elberethian family for a week. No one would even notice it was gone. I had heard Elbereth was a moon of thieves, mistress. I had assumed it was a slur rather than a strategy. Why can't everywhere be like this? Enough food, enough space, water to spare. Indeed, mistress. Towards the village. So there was towards the village and towards the terrace. I've been avoiding pretty much everything in the interest of exploring. And I'm glad we did, because we got more words from the statue. Whoop, there goes the camera. Hello! I don't know if I was meant to come up this way. Let's go to warehouse. And then we'll go up to those stairs and start to sing. If Renbo is here, then someone must have seen him. Yeah, I'm not ready to talk to people yet. This place is small and full of people. As the night is dark and full of terrors. If they will talk to you, mistress. Someone must have seen something. Yes. Like the peekaboo woman in the warehouse. Hey, Quabena, how are ya? Working today too. No, I'm not working today. I might have to go in tomorrow, though. As I said at the beginning of stream, and that we've got some more and some different people here, I will repeat. Oh, God. Every time I stretch, I yawn. After stream today, we're going to watch the Star Wars Holiday Special. We watched it last year on Christmas, and I wanted to do that again this year, but I'm not going to be here. In my house on Christmas Day, I'll be busy. So we're going to watch it together at 2 p.m. Pacific, sharp. We are beginning the film at 2 p.m. Pacific. It is not a very long movie, so if you want to see it from the beginning, be there at the beginning. You're also welcome to come in at any time. I'll wait out here, mistress. You! Sorry if I startled you. I wasn't crying. Don't tell them I was crying. Are you in trouble? You are from Iox? My name is Aaliyah. I don't know if they have any prejudices against Elbereth. Then you are not her. Not Mayari. My name is Aaliyah Mayari. That's who you're waiting for? Oh, these are some options. Well, I'm assuming that Janiki has... Janiki, I still don't know how I want to say that name. I feel pretty good about that statue translation. I feel like you nailed it. Oh, nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. Thought it was illegal to watch that except on Christmas. Well, I wanted to do it with you guys, and today is when I could do it with you guys, so. It's an hour, 37 minutes. I'll go with 2. It's true. I think. Because we were adopted. Eventually. Or am I lying? Shit, am I lying? Do you have a message for me? He told me you might come. Oh shit, okay, so I did lie. Oops. I thought we were adopted. Janiki? Janiki? My tall Ioxian. He left something for you. With the goddess, to keep it safe. Ooh, with the water goddess. The statue. With Kibenya. I hope you find him, Miss Mayari. You can't tell me what he was doing here? He was looking for something. In the sky. He was always watching the rivers. I have to go now. So there are rivers between moons, I guess? I don't want them to see me talking to you. Okay, bye? Janiki left something with the goddess, did he? Now why would he do a thing like that? So yeah, I didn't realize that I was lying there. I thought that could possibly have been my surname. Don't reflect on all the hype court. Yeah. Most curious, mistress. Is a woman like that why Renba came here? You heard? It doesn't prove anything. I mean, if by a woman like that you mean the water goddess, I kind of want to go to the village before we go back to the statue. But it seems someone from Iox has visited here recently. Do you think there's more to be learned here, mistress? Hell yeah. Perhaps we should return to the ship. Hell no. Mayari told me to look, so I'm looking. That's the closest to I will look in every corner. Because it's a video game. Can you take me higher? Through these rice terraces. How much higher? One more level, mistress. What did you make of Renba's brooch, Six? Yes! The one he sent to Mayari. I was struck by the craftsmanship. It seemed very fine to me. It is an artisanal product. An art is anal project. High status. Alright, have a good walk with Lupin. How high status? Hard to say. Possibly very high. No. Stop being in the village. Stop being in the village. Excuse you. No. Stop moving.
3 paths met at the heart of the village. I could imagine them all, sitting around here in the evenings, sipping raka and singing. It seemed nice.
Raka. So is his name then Janika? I have no control. Stranger. Hi. Assadid. Greetings to you. Welcome to Merzi. Have you come to trade? It's a beautiful moon you have. It is wet enough for us, certainly. Perhaps you can help me. Pleased to see you pronounced art as anal correctly. I know, right? I'm looking for someone. I thought exactly about the flagship. Who? Not a Merzian, surely. We are alike as ants to you. That's not true. What the hell kind of a statement is that? So you are looking for a Merzian? Did you find some robots here? I'm gonna ignore what you're saying to me. Anal is art? Well, there is an art to anal. That's for sure. Did someone from Iox come to see them? The only robots here are the ones that take our rice. They make us carry it ourselves onto their ships. They tell us when a bag is 3 grains short. If we found any robots here, we would turn them into cooking utensils. With no offense to your metal friend. He's a stranger like myself. We see strangers from time to time. Mostly, they buy the rice. They think they pay well, but they don't. I know my friend Janika was here. Let's just go for it. I met one of your villagers. She knew him. Listen, don't out her! Oh god. I'm ruining this. Oh fuck. What was her name, this villager? Oh my god. I'm ruining everything. She didn't say. No matter, I can guess. Oh no, I want to restart this whole game. If we had seen your friend, if he had met with an accident among us, what would Iox do? I just want to know where he is. I don't give a shit, and I have no idea, because I'm new to Iox. And I'm new to this game. We have not seen him. Now leave. I don't understand why you're lying to me. Because I'm from a place that just takes. And the robots don't go collect the rice themselves. They make them do it. Your friend was here. He left in a ship, then something exploded in the sky. I do not know if that was your friend. But I do know we found this, close beside our goddess. Oh, so it wasn't there. Time to burn the village! Hey, John C., how are you? Here. A shard of crystal. Does it mean anything to you, Six? Sorry, I'll catch up with chat when the text isn't flying away. It is most curious. This moon does not contain any crystals of this type. New site. What kind of crystal is it? Iolite, mistress. Valueless. Thank you for this. You are welcome. Tell your Ioxian masters Merzians are still gracious despite all. Good faith to you, lady. Don't call me lady! That's not my name. It seems as if Renba left. And has left us. Yeah, okay, I'm not... shall we leave? I'm not ready yet! Oh my gosh. So, I'm really enjoying this game. It is difficult to stream. Because I can barely look away from the game. Because the text is just going and going and going and going. There's always something to ask about. Always prompts going. Whew! So hi. Lecter, remember when you were trying to figure out butts the other day? You've done it. You unlocked the hidden secret. Art. The secret to all butt life is art. Don't tell her we made this game. Hey, I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm fucking up, though. Like, I didn't mean to annoy my RC. I didn't mean to be mean to the robot. And I did not mean to out that lady. Also, it's a lot of reading. We should play something more chill. Telltale's Walking Dead. Ha! Good one. Very good one. I've always meant to play those games. I was watching my shitty Toxic ex play them years ago, and then he played them when I wasn't watching, so I saw the very, very beginning, and then I didn't see it again until the end of the first one, I think. So I was meant to go back and play them, but I never got around to it. Check out Calico. Oh, I know Calico. I'm actually friends with the guy who wrote the music, John. Just great till she gets the part of the warmed berries. Get out. Yeah, Calico looks super cute. I watched somebody play the demo at PAX West. And I was like, okay, if I wasn't already sold because my friend is doing the music, like, it's magical girls and cats, like, hello? And it's so utterly charming. I only watched a minute or two of it because I didn't want to spoil. Like, if I know right off the bat that I'm interested, I stop watching because I want to experience it myself. But, like, it's just a pleasure. It's on my wish list. We're definitely gonna find fruit cooked over a fire. Hopefully it's pineapple, because I can get behind that. And mango. Mango is really good cooked. I like, there's this Thai curry that I get with beef and mango, and God, it's so good. It's so good. God, I could eat curry for every fucking meal. Anyway, how are you guys finding the game so far? Because I'm really enjoying it. It is, like I said, really difficult to stream. I'm going to turn the text speed all the way down. I hope that this is down and this is up. Hey, Gurgur, how are you? Is the shard enough to find him? I want to look around some more. Because you never know when you're going to find Ancient. Good faith. My apologies, Eoxian. Why? My pigs need me. I must go! My pigs need me! Please, if you could just... Please, if you could just... Did I do something wrong? I wish I could do her voice consistently, but I can't, which is why I usually just... You came here. Perhaps that is all. That pig is doing quite a sassy little tromp, 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 tromp. Game has a really interesting world and super cool translation mechanic. Pretty dope. It's 1 p.m. already? Need to go eat something. Yes, please go eat. Please eat, Gurgur. Get good food. We'll be here. I'm actually meant to take a break soon. But I want to explore a little bit more. Like, I didn't get to go up there. But since I'm in the village, I'll explore the village and the piggies. My intellect finds the dog I put in the game with its tail removed. Yay! That's just rude. There's not many people tending all of these crops. Vagina!
Unearth and then translate me, Daddy. I love this game. Enjoy it, Lecta. Lady
Thanks,
Lay
Tins.
One Love Show Love 100.
Thank you so much for that cheer. I appreciate it. And Earth and then translate me, Daddy. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's difficult to stream, though, because the text, there's always something to click and read and do, so I'm, like, not able to look at chat as often as I would like. What do you know about pigs? I meet people. They are also livestock. Sure. So we've gotten 3 things so far. I just wanted to click on them. Just for funsies. Just for funsies. Ugh. I stepped in something. Well, you should have looked where you were stepping. I thought it was poop. Mud, mistress. By my faith. It stinks here. I do not believe pigs are known for their hygiene, mistress. Something under the leaves. Something under the leaves. This doesn't look like it belongs here. See? I told you I wanted to look around more. An effigy. From the Holy Empire, I think. This is the same goddess as the statue, of course. On the base is an inscription, mistress. Hell yes! More inscriptions! More inscriptions! Is that a single word? Most likely not. Ancient scribes didn't always trouble to put in their spaces. Well, that's complicated. I don't think they expected their writing to be read. Is that what she said? So we know this is here's goddess is there. And there's water. I'm feeling confident about my translation of goddess. And that's the word for water. Short and simple, and almost a pictogram. But what about the... Yeah, what is that? Is that a space? Or is that something else? That leaves one word to guess. Probably of, but I've not seen anything even close to the second word. Because it's the same statue. And it's so tiny, I think it's probably goddess of water. Confirmed words! This comes from the same site as the brooch. How do you know? The one Mayari gave us on Iox. Having another artifact should be useful in tracking down where these things originated. Sweet. You mean you don't go up to a pig's butthole, give it a little a big whiff, and then go, ah, it smells. Goddess hot dog water. That's who hot dog vendors pray to like keep the hot dog water just dirty enough. There's plenty of rice stored up. Elbereth should move itself here. I believe that is exactly what the Protectorate exists to prevent. How many moons are there in the Iox Protectorate, 6? At the last settlement, it was 23. Okay. Hello, people. Don't mind me, I'm just going to phase foot through you. And the piggy. Who left a single shoe? Definitely no robots here. No robots. Definitely no robots here. No reason for Remba to come here at all. I wish I could do her voice consistently. I don't imagine Remba met that woman on Iox after all. Well, no. Why would you think that? Hey, Morneal, how are you? To the fields. We've definitely been to the fields. I want to go higher up. Because we explored the main level, or the lower level, approach a villager. Good faith, lady. I'll show you, lady. Please keep it quick. I don't want to talk to you. Why, though? I'm looking for someone. No, ask literally anything else. An Eoxian man called Janika Renba. Are you expecting to find him hiding behind a tree? I don't know. Do you know him? Return to your moon. Return to your pigs! Leave us in peace. I'm not disturbing the peace. I'm just asking questions. Bopping out. Take care. All right, Lounge Tiger. It's good to see you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Have good holidays. And see you in January. Is that an inscription? Inscription, none know well. Inscription, none know well. These people hate locks. I know, right? I really want to just call it locks every time. Hey, Mama Meat Boy, how are you? Gotta talk to who is building all this stuff. Hell's Gate, now Heaven's Vault? I know one of these words. I'll have to guess the other four. I'm trying. I'm half trying. Okay, so I get related words. Banished. My... What do you mean the other four? There's only 3, unless we're wrong about water. Oh, unless we're wrong about holy. So this is not actually holy, it's just similar. So we know goddess. So goddess of and water are correct. I chose this translation for a reason. Yeah. Let's see if I can remember what it was. Wait. That's not what I want. Oh, okay. I want to work on... Yes, this one. Okay. Holidays alone was a bit rough. Be turning 30 in 4 days. It's a weird to celebrate alone. Have a virtual thing. Definitely have a virtual thing. And yeah, we're watching the Star Wars Holiday Special at 2. You're more than welcome. Anyone is more than welcome to join us. So I don't think we have the right word for this, because goddess is correct. The only other option we had was friend, but I don't think that's right. We know this was of. We guessed this was banished. This was a wild guess. What if this is from? Because we have like holy water, and it's on a well, the Merzian well. From? This grouping is somewhat like my translation for banished. I write, but I don't know if banished is correct. But I guess separate. That was my other guess. But you didn't confirm banished, so why would I guess based on Irishmer? Holy water, separate. Hot danger below time. What's this one? Oi! And I've seen a couple of similar words for this before. Okay. Well, let me get back over to it then. So this is included in holy. Little Exidu is in separate and banished. And I have no idea what this is. Below? Oh wait, there's another one. Okay, so this is in Empress. And this is in water. Star? Earth? Rock? I have no idea. I have literally no idea. But yeah, these are in water. And we know that there's, like, rivers in the sky. So... maybe... that has something to do with something? I guess this is my best guess. Language is hard. Hot danger below, indeed. I don't want it to be hot danger, though. That's like... take some antibiotics. I have a clue in mind, but I don't want to give it. I will wait. I love the system. Holy water separate below star? What do you see there? Oh, you want to talk to me now? Can you read this inscription? A child could read it. You can read ancient? The symbols simply say, water. Thanks. That's not right. Pleasantly warm, danger below. Well, how about hot, pleasant danger below? Okay. Another thing. Yes? I was trying to walk away. I don't think he actually knows anything. What happens if I show him the brooch? Do you recognize this? I recognize the symbol of our Ioxian masters, of course. But do you recognize this brooch? No. No one here would own a brooch like that. Not every slave must wear their chains. You don't like Ioxians. The music is doing such a good job right now. Neither do I. They are well-mannered thieves. You aren't afraid to criticize Iox. My face looks very argumentative. What would your people do to us? You already take our food. Oh, okay. Well, that went well. Come on, 6. Let's try this way. I can't not read it as Locks. Hot danger below. What a difference quotation marks make, right? Not just yet. I want to go up. We had the highest spot to go to, and I'm going to go everywhere so we can get all of the inscriptions and stuff. Because I've been really enjoying that part of it, and I want to get better. A group of archaeologists... I don't want to read it. I don't want to read it. It sounds like set up to a joke. You sound like you don't approve of the Protectorate. I am neither for nor against it in principle, mistress. Although it does not appear sustainable. A leftover from the Empire? Indeed, mistress. The Ioxian Guard is an increasingly minor force. Let's launch a revolution. Let's just casually, let's launch a revolution, huh? Mistress is most droll. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where the spot to go higher was, or if I've already seen it. More water. Just sitting here. There's a book and some shoes next to it. Why did they build on stilts, do you think? Floods. Surely it doesn't flood up here. Mud? The mud, perhaps. Haha, see? I'm smart sometimes. Perhaps animals sleep underneath. I don't know. Maybe if I dressed like I'm from Elbereth, people would talk to me, and I could find out. Stop! I see what you're doing in there! So, if there are no robots, why are there ramps everywhere? Iox uses robots to collect produce from moons in the Protectorate. Yeah, but he said they didn't collect it. Seems like it would be easy to stop the robots taking anything. Pull up a few walkways and put some stones in the way. Yeah, but he said the robots make them, or the Protectorate makes them load the rice themselves. I cannot imagine that would make any difference, Mistress. Robots are versatile. Okay. Now I feel like I've seen everything. Because I came up this way before. Towards the fields. Down we go. Oh, stop! Those jokes are bad and I'm not reading them. I'm not reading them. You're evil. Isn't the Protectorate too many moons to manage? There are no threats at present. This no doubt eases the situation. Okay, so I can't go there now that the lady's gone. I believe I tried going over here. Are these plants gonna stop me? Yeah, they are. Iox wants more moons in the Protectorate? Oops, I meant down. Iox has insufficient income at the moment, Mistress, I think. But the Ioxian population is not falling. Well, to say they are bad means you read them. No, I can glance over and I can see the gist. I am no fool. Well, that's not entirely true. I'm mostly not an idiot. What did you call your first robot, Mistress? Charles. Presumably you did not call it one. Unless you were already planning your robocidal spree. Why does it matter what I called it? Why do you bother naming them then? It's long gone. It matters, Mistress. Oh! I pissed him off. Robots are ancient. We are unique and irreplaceable. Once unmade, we cannot be remade. We matter. Honey, I'm sorry. People are more irreplaceable. Why is it an argument about who's more replaceable? Hardly. People replace themselves on a daily basis. Well, that was quite the conversation. Aaliyah, she tends to be a little bit cranky. Yes, I said gist. I've never understood Professor Mayari. Mayari. I can't say her name right. I know she brought me to Iox from an orphanage on Elbereth. Or you know. And she keeps giving me robots when I keep losing them. I really don't know what she gets out of it. Perhaps she likes to be kind, mistress. Okay, so we've gotten some timeline things. I need to go on a break so I can get more water, do some stretching, use the bathroom. Oh, back to the ship, 6. But I think we've seen everything in here that I could possibly see. We've done all we can here for now. This way, mistress. And so we left the warm, wet fields of Mercy. Okay, wow. This was a lot. Alright. I'm gonna go on my break. I will be right back. I will play you guys some music. And when I return, we've got much more Heaven's Vault to go through. So if you're enjoying this, if you like hanging out, stick around. I'll be right back.